Hi everyone, I'm Harshvardhan, an artificial intelligence engineer, and you are watching another web guy YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn about tuples in Python. So let's get started. And if you have not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. A tuple is a collection which is ordered and immutable. We will discuss this jargon later on. But at first let's define a tuple. I will say tup is equals to, within the round bracket, I will say apple, banana and orange. To define a tuple, you need to use these round brackets or parentheses. Let's check the type of tup. It's of type tuple. We can access tuple item by referring to the index number inside the square brackets, just like list. So I will say tup get the element present at index 0, it's apple, and I can also say tup get me the element present at index 2, it is orange. Tuple also supports negative indexing, that means you can begin indexing from the end. So I can say tup grab me the element present at the end, so I will give -1 as the index position and we will get orange, or you can say tuple and -2, and that is banana. We can also specify a range of index by specifying where to start and where to end the range, so that we can grab a range of object from the tuple. For example, I will say tup is a new tuple where I have apple, banana, orange, kiwi and melon, and I will say tup select the element present at index 1 to index 3, so I will provide 4, and we will get a new tuple having banana, orange and kiwi. As this banana is at index 1, orange is at index 2, which lies in between this range, and this kiwi is at index 3, which lies at 4 -1. That means this end index is always excluded, so we will get this kiwi in the output. We can also use negative indexes for ranging. For example, I will say tup and then I will grab -4 to -1. You can see that we got banana, orange and kiwi because this element is at index -1, this is at -2, -3 and this is at -4. So -4th element is included and the -1 element, which is melon, is excluded. Since we called tuple as immutable, that means once a tuple is created, you cannot change the element. For example, if apple is created at index position 0, you cannot convert this to any other element. So let's try this. I will say tup, I will grab the index 0 and I will set it to cherry. Now you can see that we got an error saying that tuple object does not support item assignment. So once your tuple is created, you cannot change the element present inside a tuple. But there is a workaround that you can change a tuple into a list, then change the element and again convert that list to tuple. For example, I will just say new list is equals to list of tup, and now I will say new list, grab the index 0, which is apple, and I will set it to cherry, and now I will convert this new list tuple. Now let's check tup. You can see that the very first element is now cherry, whereas we have defined it as apple. So this is how you can change an element present inside a tuple. You can also loop through a tuple. For example, I can say for I, or you can say for items in tup, and we will say print those items. So here we are telling Python to grab every element present in this tup and print those items. So it will first grab this cherry and it will print that, it will grab the banana, it will print that, it will grab the orange, it will print that, and so on. You can also use in keyword to determine whether a particular element is present inside a tuple or not. For example, I can say cherry in tup. Yes, that's true. and I can say apple in TUP. That's false because here is no apple. We can use len function to determine the length of the tuple. That means how many elements present inside the tuple. So I will say len of TUP. You can see that we got an output of 5. That means this tuple have 5 elements. So yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 elements in this tuple. If you want to create a tuple using only one element, then you have to give a comma after the element. So for example, I can say tuple, or I should say new tuple is equals to, then in the parenthesis I will say apple. If I run this and I will check the type of new tuple, you can see that we got a string. It's not a tuple. So to convert this to tuple, we just have to give a comma. I will just paste it here, and after the first element I will just give one comma, and now check the type of new tup. You can see that we got an output of tuple. Now let's learn to join two different tuples. So I will say tuple 1 having element apple and banana, and tuple 2 having element cherry and kiwi. Okay, let's join them. So I will say tup1 plus tup2 apple, banana, cherry and kiwi in one tuple. So we can save that to tup3, and that's it. So I will say tuple 3. We got an output. You can convert a list back to a tuple just by using tuple constructor. So you will say list 1 is having element apple and banana, and I will say tuple of this list will be tuple, and then I will pass list 1, and let's check the type of tuple, and you got an output of tuple. So that's all for this lecture. See you in the next one.